May govannen niblings. This is Uncle Eklinaar back with another LotRO Let's Play. Today we're returning to Hvila's adventures in the Shire, and we're really just getting started. We've only been here for a little while. We just arrived in Mickle Delving from Little Delving. I'm going to jump right in and talk to some of these hobbits here in the center of Mickle Delving and see what they need assistance with. Now last time we picked up a quest from Mayor Will Whitfoot to deliver a message to Lobelia Sackville Baggins telling her that he won't be helping her with whatever it is that she wants help with. So,
Dear me, please don't leave yet.
alright, so Assistant Fallowhide here wants me to go talk to a carpenter who was supposed to do repairs. So, and he's in a different town, so I'll accept that quest. And we'll get to that sometime soon.
Might I have a word with you?
Postmaster Proudfoot here wants us to deliver a satchel to Waymeet. And Waymeet is basically the next town over from Mickle Delving, so... but I'm also going to come back to that. See here, I'd have to click on this table to pick up the satchel. I'm going to see what else people need doing around here in Mickle Delving.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Alright, so Rollo Newbuck wants me to play Hiders and Seekers. So, that sounds like fun. We can definitely do that. So now, before I get started in these quests, I do want to show you one thing, especially since I know some of the kids were asking about, you know, kind of what levels do and what they mean for the game. So, here's my quest log. So as you can see, it shows what level each quest is here in the quest log. So two of these quests that I just picked up are level 6. One of them is level 8. Now I am currently at level 6, as you can see down here. So these level 6 quests mean you know, they're the same level as me, so that means that they give me a reasonable amount of experience, and they should be reasonably difficult, but not too difficult. This level 8 quest may be a bit more difficult, and the reason that it's a bit more difficult is because I'll have to travel through kind of a more wild area to get there, and I may encounter dangerous monsters along the way. And if it's a level 8 quest, then that means that the monsters I will encounter may be around level 8. So that's a little bit of a more dangerous quest. And you are going to see me gain a couple levels in this episode, at least I hope so. I'll talk a little bit more about levels when I encounter perhaps a monster for the first time out here in the greater wide world, and not in the tutorial like we encountered earlier. Alright, so I'm not actually sure where Polo and Daisy Brockhouse are. So I'm going to open the map. And you saw the map before when I was in the tutorial, I believe. But you didn't see the quest tracker on it. So the quest tracker here shows me my current quests. And it shows on the map rings of where I need to go for those quests. So you can see here's a ring up in Needlehole for that carpenter I was supposed to find. And then here's a ring over on the hill north of Hobbiton where Lobelia Sackville Baggins is. Now, if I want to know where the hobbits that are hiding for the Hiders and Seekers quest are, I can hold my mouse here over Hiders and Seekers on the quest tracker, and these quest rings in Mickle Delving start flashing. So I know to head roughly in that direction. And so that was kind of to the southeast. And they should start showing up on my quest radar. Yep, or on my mini-map, I mean. So yeah, here in my mini-map, here's some quest rings that have shown up. Oh, here's Polo right here. So he's not showing up on the mini-map, so that's actually kind of interesting. I didn't realize that he wouldn't show up on the mini-map. But anyway.
Hello there.
I found him. And now I need to find Daisy. So let's see what this bounder wants.
Please, stay a moment.
Oh, so this is a level 10 quest. And this quest is actually telling me to go to Bree. And what this quest does, this is what's called a vector quest. It's essentially trying to send me to a different area to do quests there. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in the Shire. So what I will do is I will accept the quest, and then I'm going to open my quest tracker here, and I'm going to click this button right here, which removes the quest from my quest tracker up here on my screen, because I don't want to do that quest right now. So I still have it in my quest log. I can complete it the next time I go to Bree, but it's not something I'm going to focus on right now. So let's see if I can find Daisy. So she's around here somewhere. Oh, I think I see her. There she is, hiding over by the side of this hobbit hole.
How do you do?
So they both think that that Rollo is not good at this game, and Rollo says that they're not good at this game. So that's pretty funny. So now I need to go back to Rollo to talk to him. And that will complete the quest when I do so. Let's see what Peony Grub here
I'm sure
wants.
it's a bother, but I could use your help.
So Dora is in Waymeet, and Peony wants me to go to Waymeet and talk to Dora. Now, if you noticed, my Bundle for Waymeet quest also sends me to Waymeet, so it would be good if I did these quests at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And then I might go back over to where the Postmaster Proudfoot is and get his satchel, and then go to Waymeet and do both those quests. Let's see what Ruby Primstone wants.
Don't walk off. I need to speak with you.
Ah, so she's upset about shrew burrows in her farm. And I happen to know that the shrew burrows are kind of near Waymeet, so I'm going to accept that as well. Now, as you can see, since I accepted this quest, and I already had 5 quests in my quest tracker, it pushed one of the quests off of my quest tracker. But that's okay, I still have the quest. As you can see, the quest that it pushed off was this Flower Dumpling Stand quest to go talk to Lobelia Sackville Baggins. And we'll, you know, I'll still do that quest. But it's not as important to do right now. I have all these other quests that I can do right now. So, now, I'm running a little slow here. I'm going to use one of my Tomes of Continuing Swiftness that I got from my previous level 6 gift box. And so as you can see, that gives me a little buff here that increases my run speed a bit. And I could use my mount, but I'm right here in the middle of town, so I'm not going to get on my horse just yet. Here's Rollo, so I'll tell him that I found
Good day.
his hiders. He's, again, saying he doesn't think they're good at the game.
day. Might I have a word with you?
Alright, so I have gained a level here. I'm now level 7. So this is saying I can pick up a hobby now, which I'll do sometime later. And I've gained a trait point. And I'll explain that in just a second. Alright, so Rollo wants me to find Odo pipes. And I'll let you read that quest text if you like. Just pause the video if you'd like to read it. Alright, so now I gained a trait point. And so let me show you what that does. So here I've got the specialization needed alert, which I said I would get to in this video. And that's what I'm going to do. So every class has 3 specializations. And these things, basically what they do is they let you kind of decide what your character is going to focus on doing. Every class in the game is able to be good at several things. And what those things are is different from each class. Bjornings, however, are kind of interesting because they're good at almost everything that characters can do in this game. But there are 3 specializations here, are the hide, the claw, and the roar. Now the hide basically lets you focus on, it gives you a little summary here. The hide basically lets you be more durable, and it lets you do what's called tanking in MMOs. And tanking is when you draw the what we call aggro, which means you draw the attention of other enemies to yourself, so that they're attacking you and they're not attacking your companions. Now I'm mostly playing by myself, so I'm not really worried about tanking since I'm playing alone. But if I did want to specialize in the hide, it would make me a little more durable and a little more able to take damage. Now the claw lets me focus on doing more damage, so when I hit, I do more damage. And the roar lets me specialize in healing and giving penalties to enemies. Now each of these specializations gives you different kind of upgrades as you go further down the specialization, and they also give you additional abilities for choosing that specialization. Now I want to choose the roar. I've heard it's pretty good, and being able to heal yourself is very strong when you're on your own. So I'm going to pick that specialization here. Now, specializations get very complicated very quickly. Remember when I was creating the character, I said that character creation in Lord of the Rings Online is kind of simple? That's because they add all the complexity later in the game as you gain levels. Now, here, I have all of these traits, and I can spend my trait points in them. Now, right now I only have 1. I got my first trait point upon hitting level 7. Now, there's all of these other traits down here that do all sorts of different things, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, I have really just 3 options in the roar line, and I can put my points in traits in the claw and the hide, even though I chose the roar as my specialization. But buying 1 rank, for example, in this trait here in the claw line will cost me 2 points, whereas buying ranks in traits in the roar line only costs me 1 point. So I'm going to put a lot of my initial points in the roar. So I think what I'm going to do is pick this one, this Raging Blow. And it actually won't really give me any benefit right now because it modifies a skill called Vicious Claws, which I don't have yet. But I will get it later. So I will go ahead and commit this change. I'm now locked into the roar. Now I can change my specialization by hitting this button, the respecialize button, or I can hit this number 2 and swap to a different specialization, but I'm going to stick with this for now. In addition, I also got a couple new abilities for picking the roar. I got Encouraging Roar, which is a heal that I can use in bear form. And I got Mark of Grimbjorn, which lets me place a mark on myself or an ally. That's pretty useful. And I'll do that before I go into combat. Alright, that's enough about specializations for now. I may talk about them later when I have more points, and when they're doing more for me. So let me go find Odo Pipes. Now, he's hiding around here somewhere. Where could he be hiding? I don't see him. Let me look on the map. Top hiding place. Oh, look at that. It's actually not showing on the quest tracker where to find him. So I'm out of luck. I just have to look around town until I find him. Now I see a quest ring here for the Bird and Baby Inn, so I'm going to go in there and check it out. Alright. Looks like the tavern keep here.
Good day.
Quest.
Might I have a word with you?
Alright, so he wants me to go over to Tuckborough and find a recipe. And again, that's in a different town. But I will go over there and get that eventually. And this kind of happens a lot in this game, where you get quests that you maybe aren't going to do immediately. And, I mean, I've picked up, what, 7 quests now? And I'll get to them all, but it will take a little bit of time. And you know, if you are doing quests like this and you get overwhelmed, you can just stop picking up new quests and do the ones you have and really focus on those. Oh, look who I found. It's Odo Pipes, sitting up on top of this building. Pretty good hiding spot.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna jump down here. Go back over to Rollo. See what he has to say.
Hello there.
Sounds like Rollo was impressed. So now this is the first time that a quest is giving me a choice of rewards. So I can choose this Hider's Cloak or these Seeker's Shoes. And actually neither of them are, they're both worse than what I already have. So let me look at them cosmetically. Yeah, those aren't really the kind of shoes that Hvila would wear. And, you know, Villa's not really wearing a cloak. So since I'm not going to use either one, I'm going to pick the one that's worth more money, because I'm just going to sell it. So, Seeker's Shoes are worth 58 copper, Hider's Cloak is worth 38 copper. So I'm going to pick the Seeker's Shoes, click Finish. And then I'm going to sell those shoes for that 58 copper. But I don't see anyone right around here to sell anything to. Right this minute, anyway. So what I am going to do is I'm going to, you know, now that I've completed Rollo's quest, I'm going to pick up the post satchel here and take it over to Waymeet. So this is just like the one I did earlier from Little Delving to Mickle Delving. I'm just carrying this satchel. I have to avoid nosy hobbits. Now, I see a nosy hobbit up ahead, so I have to be careful not to get too close to her, or she'll, oh, I was spotted. So, that was the problem. She says, oh, the mail! So, and the quest got cancelled. However, I can just go right back over there. Over to the postmaster and pick it up again.
Might I speak with you a moment?
So, see, he's letting me pick up the quest again. So, I have the quest again. Pick up the satchel again. Alright, here we go. Trying this again. Alright. Oh, there's a nosy hobbit that I'm close to. I think it's the same one, actually. Yep. So, getting around. And instead of taking that road, see, that's the road to Waymeet there that she's walking up and down. So I'm going to kind of go up over this hill and around her. And yeah, I'm past her now. So I'm going to jump down this hill onto that roof. And now I'm going to take this road to Waymeet. Hopefully I won't see any more nosy hobbits on the way to Waymeet. Alright. Now, normally if I was going to go from Mickle Delving to Waymeet, I would get on my horse and ride out there, because that would be faster. But when you're carrying the post satchel, you can't get on your horse. You have to just keep on going. Oh, I see a nosy hobbit. Alright, so I'm not sure I can make it down this road without the hobbit spotting me, so I'm going to go up this hill here. Here's a copper deposit. Now that is a crafting node, and I would have to be a prospector in order to mine it. But like I said, I'm not doing crafting on this character. If I was doing crafting, I could mine that. Alright, so I just completed the quest. Bundle for Waymeet. And now he has another quest.
Could I take a moment of your time?
And he wants me to take this to Needlehole. Now you might remember I have another quest to go up to Needlehole already, so I'm going to accept that. But we're already over 20 minutes for this episode, so I'm going to end this one here. But thank you for joining me, Niblings. Come back next time, and we'll see what else is going on here in Waymeet, and we'll do some more quests.